Still lots of medals to be decided here at Winter X6, including 3 right here at Skiing Superpipe. Mike Douglas, it is now time for Andrew Woods to get going with his second run.
That's right, Andy Woods. Control, control, control. That's what this kid's about. You saw him slide down to start. He has a very controlled, specific starting place for each run. Great mute grab out of the top into the Liu Kang. There it is, flare tail grab.
Andy's one of my favorite riders in the pipe because of his fluidity. I can tell you right now, his amplitude is not quite what it should be to score real high, though, Mike.
Here's the 540, little toxic grab in there, into his final jump, the flat spin 5. Great consistency, great control. If he can get that amplitude up there, he'll be a serious threat to these leaders. Remember, everybody gets 3 runs. That was Wood's second run, starting things off. Big mute grab. Look at the tweak. See how he pulls on that ski? That's great style.
Down in the bottom, the nice alley-oop 5, puts it to his feet. Now it's all up to the judges.
And the score comes in for Andy Woods, 74-67, an improvement on his first run, but still holding it together in 4th place. Up next, Philippe Bellinger, the guy who I consider to be the most stylish skier in the world. He's got an explosive yet smooth style. Down below, Sarah Burke, his girlfriend, rooting him on. Sarah Burke's the first lady of free skiing, ESPN Action Sports and Music Awards Female Skier of the Year in the year 2001. Let's see what Phil's got for us. Phil will most likely show up for his girlfriend and this big crowd here in Aspen. The first wall winds up the 540, the Liu Kang. Coming into the second hit, we see the safety grab set up here for Phil. Look at the style. That's what I was talking about right there. You see it in that tail grab into the nice Liu Kang. Smooth, smooth. Oh, wrapping up the cork 900. Hey, a little problem with the landing there, but pretty solid run out of Phil Bellinger. Awesome. Sarah seems to like it. He kind of got jacked on that landing, but it takes great leg strength, Mike, to bounce back like that and not explode. Absolutely. Let's take a look at the top here. 540 Liu Kang. That's what the style I'm talking about, Uncle E. The amplitude is all there. Watch this. Boom! Gets a nice pop. Winds it all the way around. Watch right here. Bounces off his hip. That is great strength and great control. But unfortunately, that mistake only leaves him in 5th place. This kid's a smart competitor. He told me earlier there's nothing he wants more this year than X Games Superpipe Gold. We are done with 2 runs. 1 remains. Yoon Olsen from Sweden still on top. Phil LaRose is closing the gap. A lot of talent is chasing him, though, Mike. In run 3, no question, Yoon Olsen wants to pad that lead. He wants to take this thing down definitively. Phil LaRose is saying, no way, Yoon. I'm coming for you in run 3.
Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. 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 Go.
It's been a hot day in Hillcross. We're ready for the second of the 2 semifinals. Again, the top 3 finishers here will move on to the final round and vie for the gold. Dennis Ekstrom.
He's improved in every round of qualifying, a 3rd, a 2nd, a 1st, coming on at the right time.
And there's Vinnie Clark.
He has been fast but very erratic on the sled he borrowed from Blair Morgan. That's just a snowcrosser.
Matt Lazinski, the guy with the naked fan club.
Just the opposite of Ekstrom. He started very strong in those qualifying rounds, but has gotten a little worse in each of them. He may be struggling.
There's Here's the lineup for you, the second of the semifinals.
Now, let's not forget Justin Tate, a win in 2 seconds. And Durkis, even though he hasn't had a win, he's run at the front in every heat. Huge start by Ekstrom. But look at Ward. Boy, does he come on in a hurry.
Ward screams to the front. Justin Tate, then his teammate Dennis Ekstrom.
Absolutely. Look at that huge moment there by Ekstrom. Got it very crossed up. Tate's coming by the other side. And Clark, again, on the very ragged edge ball.
Clark slots into third place. Coming up to the third split on the hill. Pulling hard power. Ward, Ekstrom, Clark in second. Tate's faded now to fourth.
Ekstrom's taking a run at Ward, but not much room to go.
Moving to the top three will transfer. It'll be Ward, Ekstrom, and Benny Clark. Tate comes across in fourth. It's not good enough. He goes to the LCQ.
What a launch. Certainly Ekstrom got up the line, but watch Ward. When he hooks up, he goes. Now he's running a big track with humongous lugs on that track. It gives him great bite, especially when the hill starts to steepen up. There's that monster tank slapper by Ekstrom. How he saved it, I don't know. Tate tries to cut to the other side for visibility, and then look, right here, look at Clark. Almost augers in. He saves it. That drops him back now. He can't contend with Ekstrom at this point. But you know what? At 39 years old, second oldest competitor here, he's got experience, and he knows what to do. Ward just drives it across the finish line. Awesome run.
So it's the top three to the final. The rest go to the LCQ. Jerry Bernardo is with Rick Ward.
Does it all seem unreal? I mean, you've never done this before, and look how good you're doing.
Yeah, this is the first hill cross for me for sure, but I've been hill climbing for 17 years, I think.
Well, it's just another hill. Good job.
Thanks.
So Rick Ward goes to the final. Now just 2 races left. The LCQ and then the run for the gold.
Got you, got you. I'm not messing around with you. Try to resist, I'll dismiss you.
Never put off till tomorrow the freak nasty tricks you can pull today. Skiing Superpipe, coming up.
Rock and roll, baby! After 2 runs, Yoon Olsen is leading Skiing Superpipe. Tanner All hasn't done much. He needs to deliver a rock-solid performance in order to get to the top. Greg Tuffelmeyer just needs to stay in control, and he could be a big threat. So Mike Douglas, the showdown continues.
Phil LaRose poised in the gate, ready to go for his 3rd run. Just a fraction of a point off Yoon Olsen's score right now. He's got the firepower, he's got the will. Let's see how he puts it together in this 3rd run. Big step.
Oh! Well, he started and he finished on hit number 1, and that is it for Phil LaRose. What happened?
Phil LaRose wrapping up a huge 720, gigantic air, missing literally by inches. Half pipe is a game of inches, Uncle Lee. Look at the rotation here, and look at how close he comes to sticking that.
So close, yet so far. Cases a landing, loses a ski, and he's out. The best Phil can do now is 2nd place.
Phil LaRose, awesome competitor. This guy came here to win. He put it all on the line in that 3rd run. Looks like Yoon Olsen's holding on for the time being.
Well, do stick around because we have the 2 big dogs coming up, Falou Poirier and the madman Greg Tuffelmeyer. Now let's slide on over to men's snowboarding slopestyle.
Thanks, Uncle Lee. We're getting ready for run number 2 of the snowboard slopestyle, and it's been going on. Kevin Jones, he's in 2nd behind a surprise leader, Travis Rice. Back to you, E.
It's coming down to the wire here in run number 3 of Skiing Superpipe. The crowd is getting supercharged, and so far, Yoon Olsen has been able to fend off all challengers. However, some heavy hitters remain, like Philippe Poirier.
Falou is a pipe ruler. This guy has a great bag of tricks. He's got everything he needs to put it together. Whoa! Casing on the first hit.
Nice job, Mike. You just jinxed the guy. Poor Falou. Up and down in the first hit. Well, that is pipe. Like you mentioned before, it's all or nothing. Falou's got to go for it here. It's his last run. Gets the grab, comes down, cases it, and sayonara. that's it for Philippe Poirier. The best he can do is third position now.
In Phil LaRosa's run, we talked about half pipe being a game of inches. You see it right there with Philippe Poirier. Not quite popping enough to make it back in the pipe.
Well, for Falou, his second run was the best. Puts him in third position right now. Happy to be in Aspen. Look for great things out of Philippe Poirier in the future. As we head to the top, watch out for the Mad Dog. He's going to take the hinges off the door right now. Greg Tufflemeyer, in his first 2 rounds, he was throwing down like nobody's business.
Tufflemeyer has his own unique style. It's called Go For It. You see his hat and goggles just flying into the crowd. One thing we know for sure, when Tufflemeyer's on the hill, everybody's looking up.
Indeed so. He is a local boy. The crowd, his fans, his buddies are cheering him on down below. Watch out. We got a loose cannon on the course.
Here he is charging in. We know he's going for that 900. Let's see it.
Yeah!
Big cork 900. Sticks it into the alley-oop tail grab. So far, so good for Tufflemeyer. Can he hold it together? There's the 540. Oh! Over-rotated.
Hoping for greatness. And
hey, there's the worm roll. Love that thing.
Wayne Wong would be so proud right there. Where did it go wrong? Tufflemeyer drifting right here. Look at least 40 feet down the pipe. He gets it, and I think he was so surprised, Mike, that he got that one. He didn't know how to hold on. There's a tail grab, and right here it kind of falls apart, unfortunately.
Yeah, just over-rotated ever so slightly, and that's all you need in the pipe.
Here's the last-minute style, the worm turn.
Having a little fun with us, bringing it back to the old school, Uncle E.
So Tufflemeyer, 50 is his best score, 9th overall, but as far as showmanship goes, he ruled it.
Back to the top, Yoon Olsen still holding on to that first place spot, but he knows he has to pad this lead if he wants to hold on to it.
What's cool about this is he's got nothing to lose, everything to gain right now. There still are some competitors.
Oh, even bigger flare tail grab than we saw in his other rounds. Yoon Olsen is absolutely charging. Little back seat on the landing of that D-spin 900. Here he is into the Lincoln loop with a safety grab. Oh, a little sketch out there, Uncle E.
That definitely lost some speed for him there, and that probably will kill it for him on the rest of the pipe. Not quite as smooth as his very first run, but still, the progressive one, I like to call him, keeping it clean in the pipe.
Here's a look at that huge flare tail grab. So stylish, way, way up there.
Man, here comes the windup for the D-spin. In a previous round, he crashed on his pole, but this time sticks it a little back.
Looking at this Lincoln loop safety, you see him coming and landing. A little sketch right there. Losing some speed. Look at the nice grab. Watch this landing. Little sketched out. That probably cost him.
As the judges' tallies come together, you're right, Mike, a little less than his first run. Still in first place, though, Yoon Olsen. Now, Mike, let's break it down. Why were the 2 runs different?
Well, let's take a look at the D-spin here. Wrapping up the 900, almost identical. A little bit more back seat on run 3. Now, as he comes into the unnatural Lincoln loop, good grab on the 3rd one, but watch the landing. Sketches out right there. That is 4 points for you, Uncle E.
Some stiff competition remains. The likes of Bellinger, Tovex, and Tanner Hall, the slopestyle gold medalist. He is going to need to pull a rabbit out of his hat.
It's coming back to Philadelphia. You'd better be ready when it gets there. You'd better be ready when we get there.
It is all good here in Philly. We have lost our minds.
X Games 2002. Feel the force.
And the skiing superpipe battle continues with only 4 runs left. Yoon Olsen from Sweden, straight out of the gate in run number 1, set a blistering pace and no one could seem to catch him. However, there are 4 experienced pipe masters that remain. They're going to do their best gunslinging to try to shoot him down.
First one to try is Andy Woods out of Vermont. Now, Andy's been up in Whistler training in Blackcomb's world-class halfpipe. He says he needed some early season snow. He wanted to get ready for Winter X. He wants to win this thing. Here he comes into his first hit. Beautiful tweaked out mute grab, pumping the wall. Seems to be holding his amplitude fairly well. There's the flare tail grab that he's been sticking so cleanly all day. Little bit of a low landing there. His amplitude, you can see it kind of coming down. Not really what he was after, Uncle E.
Oh, however, he busts out the 900 at the end, so finishes it off with style and flair. He knew he had to put down everything he had. Andy Woods laying it down for the crowd here at Aspen.
900, always a favorite with the judges. Let's check out the mute grab up top, though. Look at the style on this. Love the way Andy bones that thing out. Super stylish.
One of my favorite riders indeed. Smooth and consistent. Andy Woods all day long impressing the crowd. The last 900 gets all the way around. Kind of checks it a bit there, but a great run nonetheless.
Judges score in a 76 double low. Still in 4th place, and he's got to be a little disappointed. That's not going to put him on the podium today.
Well, look at his progression. He got better throughout the day. A sigh of relief for Yoon Olsen in first. On his left, Philippe Poirier in third. So, 1 bullet down, 3 remain. Philippe Bellinger's up top, focusing, concentrating. It's all on the line right now.
Philippe Bellinger's been living down in Mammoth, California. Why? Because he says they have the best pipe in the country. He's been training hard. He wants this so bad.
Gets a little flat on the bottom of the pipe after his first hit. Slowed him down a bit, but he's getting up there. The amplitude is what we're looking for. Known for his smoothness. Oh, getting a little crazy.
Look at the 900 at the... Oh! It looked to me like he ran out of pipe, Uncle E.
Well, Phil was killing it on that run throughout. He knows where to find amplitude, where a lot of people don't know how. Here he's starting it out.
Huge, huge, huge 540 Liu Kang. So clean in the air. Watch the style here. He holds that grab, maybe too long. You see him fighting for it. I think that's what got him down so low in the pipe for this 900. See the 900? Beautiful execution, but he runs out of pipe. Right onto the deck, takes him down.
That was not as fluid as it could have been. That's gonna hurt him. Second run is his best one. 5th position, so Yoon Olsen and Fallu down below. Another sigh of relief, but back to the top we go for a man who can do it. A gold medalist in big air back in 2000, the Frenchman Candide Tovec on deck.
A lot of pressure on Candide right now. Changed sponsors in the off-season. Big expectations coming out of Europe. Let's see what he's got.
First wall, showcasing a flare tail grab with some style.
There it is, little tail. You see him kind of wavering on the grab there. Up into the mute, nice tweak on that move. Alley-oop flat spin 5. He's been sticking that trick cleanly and beautifully all day. You see, there's the speed again. Obviously landing flat on the 5, throws a couple more tail grabs in. Now, a lot of tail grabs in that run. Not a bad run, but the judges want to see more variety. Great start to this run, big flare tail grab. But we see tail grabs consistently. Here's the mute, the only other grab he did. Great execution on that, but as he approaches the bottom, the amplitude gradually decreases. Watch, lands a little bit flat here. That's what hurt his speed.
So Candide, whoa, he logs his best score, wedges into 4th position, and once again, Yoon Olsen dodging another bullet. Look at him looking on. Our current leader, only one man remains. There he is. Tanner Hall has not showcased a whole lot of goods as of yet. Mom is down below, rooting him on. It is all or nothing. It comes down to this. I tell you what, down below, Yoon Olsen has to be a little nervous. This is the gold medalist from slopestyle. We know he can do it.
One thing I've learned about Tanner Hall over the years is never count this kid out of any ski competition. There it is again, alley-oop flat spin 5. No!
Oh.
Lands flat again. He's got to be bummed out. Just not his day, Uncle E.
Well, to win every competition is kind of unrealistic. Tanner, he gets a gold medal in slopestyle. He's now just showboating, having a good time. Sun is shining, crowd out and about.
Flopping around a little bit twist there. Washing out. You know what's great about Tanner? He has a tough day, but the kid's got a great attitude. He's just out there having fun. Let's take another look at this 540 flat spin. You see him spotting the ground. He's hoping, but no. Flat at the bottom.
Great angle from below. Just can't get it all together, and that will do it for Tanner Hall.
Definitely not Tanner's day in the pipe, but this kid is such an amazing skier, such a great competitor. I wouldn't be surprised to see him back here next year on the top of the podium in skiing superpipe.
Remember that young man's name, Tanner Hall, one of the top dogs of the sport. Well, Yoon Olsen from Sweden delivered the complete package to the crowd and to the judges. Variety of trick, amplitude, and consistency, and that is what it takes to walk away with a gold medal at Winter X 2002. Our top 3 pipe rulers: with the bronze, Philippe Poirier; with the silver, Philippe Larose; and our golden boy, Yoon Olsen. Mr. Chris Davenport is down at the bottom with him.
Yoon Olsen, bronze in slopestyle, now gold in superpipe. Unbelievable. You were skiing so hot today. Yeah, I don't know. It felt really good today. The sun was out, the pipe was good, and everything was just perfect. Where did you get these all-around skills from? I mean, you got slope-style skills, you got big air skills, you got ski racing and big mountain, and now you got super pipe skills. I don't know. I just love snow and skiing, so I guess I ski a lot. You want to go ski some Aspen powder now? Yeah. Thanks.
A new chapter has been written in the chronicles of Winter X. Skiers, once barred from the pipes and snow parks of the world, finally had their day here in Aspen. Yoon Olsen, the progressive Swede with an unequaled work ethic and an unparalleled style, shouldered the burden of representing his sport. And his reward, Winter X Games gold.
Your heart pounding, adrenaline surging, ears throbbing. Engines roar through Aspen. Coming up, it's the Hill Cross Finals and a Snow Cross Finals Encore.
In Hillcross, we're coming up to the last chance to make it into the medal round, the last chance qualifier. We already have 6 determined for the final round. We'll take the top 2. But Chris Baran, remember his problems earlier? He's got them again.
This story continues to develop, and one of the amazing things is Ryan Duncan, who was out of this event, broke early, has loaned him his track and some parts to get him running. Good look right here at Matt Lazinski. Once again, he's struggling a little bit after that bronze last year. This is his last chance to make it into that final, to at least have a chance at a repeat medal.
Everybody's waiting to see what will happen with Chris Baran. Oh, they got it. They got it. Chris Baran's going to make it into the LCQ. What a story he's been all day. So Chris Baran comes out of the paddock, out to the line. And he's going to join now. He's going to go take his little lap before he moves to the line. Remember, he has no idea how good a job they did on fixing it. But look at that for attitude.
That's a great attitude, Paul, because you hit something very special. With 2 failures recently, his confidence in that sled has to be iffy at best, so he's getting any experience he can. Big story here. Ty Carson, the young rookie, can't make it. Mechanical problems. He is in absolute trouble.
Baran's again.
Boy, when that thing hooks up, it is a missile, and look at him explode up. That's a huge double-double, and you've got to clear that first double clean to get a good drive out of it. But look at Durkis coming with him.
Only the first 2 will transfer. Now it's Baran and Durkis.
That's Brown and then Lazinski. Already, Tate's struggling a little bit. Did you see how hard Baran came down? They hit!
Baran gets together with Durkis. Durkis goes to the lead. Now Brown comes up. He comes around Baran.
The contact between Durkis and Baran, unintentional. Baran, after that big landing, eased into Durkis, but it hurt him bad. It's costing him.
So it's Durkis and Brown that will transfer to the final. Lazinski's culling comes off his sled as he finishes the line. There's some very happy boys.
That was Brownie's crew, but look at right there. Baran nose high, slams down. One, obviously they fixed it well, but it got him offline into Durkis. That cost him his momentum. Here's where Brown in the air, but he got the track down sooner, got on the throttle, drives by Baran, and right up to the finish. Look at the way Durkis almost augers in, but he's already won it.
So now we know what the medal round is all about, because we have the final 2 advancers out of the last chance qualifier, Durkis and Brown. Chris Baran's day has come to an end. Jerry Bernardo?
Thanks, Paul, with Downhill with Chris Baran. Unbelievable cooperation in the pits. You had millions of guys over there hustling to get your machine on the line. This has been the Achilles tendon that has been snapping the driver. What's the issue?
Well, the issue is my D&D mod rips, and we're putting too much horsepower to the ground and twisted the shaft off. So it's just a case of bad luck. It could happen to anybody, and it happened to me.
One more time up the hill. We're all set for the final round. It's coming up. Now, let's send you over to men's slopestyle.
Welcome back to the snowboard slopestyle. After run 1 of 3, Rice leads Jones and Inglesman. A bunch of the big movie dogs had a little bit of a tough time in round 1. JP Walker just lost a bunch of speed and kind of scrubbed a couple rail tips. Tom Gilly, 360 loop man, had some good connection, but just couldn't stick it. Caught a couple knuckles. The man, Peter Line, who's known for pulling off miracles, just kind of wheelie barred himself to a butt skid. Travis Rice is on top. He's our leader right now. Kind of kept it pretty simple up top on his first run. We're hoping to see a little more.
Nice frontside board slide from Travis. Again, just like you said, J-Mo, I think for the leader of this contest, you're going to have to annihilate the top of the course as well as the bottom, because there is some heavy, heavy competition to come after him.
That was a very clean upper section. Not the most difficult, but definitely a clean upper section. He kind of skipped and just went straight air there. And there's that big Japan 180 that he did in run number 1, setting himself up swit.
There's the cab 540 nose grab done very, very solid. Kind of the same run that he had in the first round.
Rolls in for that same backside rodeo, but was all extended, missed the grab.
And then oh man, he tried to cap 270 onto that shark fin. Didn't try that in his previous run. That is one way that he could step it up. We talked about getting more technical on the rails, and that's what he tried to do there, but unfortunately it didn't work out for him.
Rolling into the Showtime booter, old school double grab on the nose. He's gonna have to write this run off and keep his first run score.
Kevin Jones up top awaiting his turn to better his first run. That backside 180 Travis is doing is so sick. Nice extension there, spots the landing and stomps it. And on the bottom, the cab 270 didn't get the board centered on the rail, and that's why it threw him right off to the side.
Travis will keep his first run score and his first place position. And this whole snowboard slopestyle thing, how does it work anyway? Well, there's 24 competitors. Each of them takes 3 runs, and their best run counts. Sean White is not even out of high school, but he can still take you to school.
Now give me a beat.
I like trying to step up more and more, like cab 3, then cab 5, and cab 7, you know. It's the same thing, but you just take it one more, 180. Some of the differences, you know, between like 3, 5, 7, stuff like that, is just like, you know, 360 you're gonna land regular, and then, you know, go 540 you're gonna land fakie. Most of the time it's pretty easy just to, you know, keep going one more 180. When you say cab, it just means that you're gonna take off switch. Steve Caballero, dude, he does it good. I'm not too big on who invented the stuff yet, but I'm trying to catch up.
5 seconds. This kid may not know who invented these tricks, but one thing he does know is how to learn them real quick.
Sean White, currently in 4th. He had some sweet rail stuff, so I guess we can expect to see more. I like that little skate shifty style off that first rail.
It's got to be crazy for Sean. Like, he skates so much vert half pipe, such a good snowboarder, tries to combine everything and keep the style like that nose pressed.
Whew. So good. Not that complicated up on top, but good style.
Perfect. He's getting everything he's done. These are a lot of the things he tried in practice, and he's getting his run that he wants. I think what he's going to have to do is really stomp that bottom 9 that he's been trying if he wants to better his score.
Sweet 7. He's getting all of his spins, sticking everything, and then a big old 5, so he's in switch position, but he decides to pop out of it for the shark fin.
Having a little trouble with the speed, but is able to make it. That's one thing about this kid. He's always able to come up with what he needs anytime. He's coming into this switch, and there's the cab 9. Oh, and he had more problem there. I mean, it's gonna, technically he landed it, but you know, the judges are using overall impression, and when you skid out like that, it's gonna hurt your score.
Look at that fancy, fancy 7. It's crazy, and then he maintains enough speed through the flats to get this sweet nose press. 180's off to set himself up switch for the Showtime booter.
There's the 9 I was talking about. He gets the pop grab and tries to stomp. Unfortunately, his weight brought him back to a little check.
Sean White going to keep his first run score and his 4th place standing.
We'll be right back with Kevin Jones, UC Oxenden, and that man there, Todd Richards.
Aspen, Colorado.
Let's get it going. Come on.
Are we ready for the main event?
Everybody rise again. A whole new experience. A whole entire new movement.
Halfway through round 2, Travis Rice still leads. Kevin Jones in 2nd. Sal's in the pits.
Travis Rice coming out from the hole, the Jackson hole, and I know you came out here just to have fun, but we're almost done with the 2nd runs, and you are solidly in 1st place. Are you even starting to think about winning and getting this gold, or you just figure someone's going to bump you out?
No, I mean, 90 is a good score, but I've definitely seen guys throw down harder. So.
And you know it always gets thrown down in the last runs, which we're coming up to, which leads me to my next question. What do you got for your last run? Can you just give me a little info?
I could tell you I'm going to try to beef it up a little bit, but if I told you, it'd kind of spoil the secret now, wouldn't it?
All right.
UC Oxenden is on deck and focused for his 2nd run. But first, let's check in with Hillcross.
Chris, the finalists are now thrashing, getting their sleds ready for the final in Hillcross. It has been a most dramatic day here. A lot of action. The medal round is gonna be hot. Now, let's send you back to slopestyle.
UC Oxenden on deck. This guy's got some history.
UC consistently has one of the best video parts every year. This last year, he really stepped it up like he shows with that switch frontside board slide and always has impressive jump footage.
UC had kind of a funky first run. He just bobbled a bunch and kind of threw it away. But it's best run of 3, so he's got another chance here to kick down.
Stepped it up with that little switch frontside board slide. Kind of came off. I don't think the judges are going to be all that happy on that. And also bumbles that little tail slide at 270 out.
Skipping that fun box. He didn't have a great high point scoring jib section there up top. Rolls into the small hitter here, busts out a little 360 and into a little corked frontside 540. Sets himself up switch.
Maintaining tons of speed and does a nice cap 540. Having a little trouble on these next few jumps, the last one, but here he switches it up, goes with a nice smooth backside 720.
Sticking all of his jumps right now. Comes off that rail, 180, he's set up switch.
Bombing into this last Showtime booter, going backward, and a effortless looking switch backside 720. So he had a few problems up top on the rail section, stopped pretty much every jump, but it's pretty rad that he switched his run from round 1.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, the way that he was linking together the 540s from cab 540s to regular 540s and then unloading that switch backside 7 at the bottom, a very difficult trick because it's sort of blind, especially in the takeoff. He bobbled at the top in the rail section. The judges are going to give him a 79.67, 4th place.
At the top right now, Mr. Todd Richards, currently standing in 15th place after his first round score. Todd has the ability to get real technical on these rails, so he's one to watch out for.
He's usually known as a half-pipe rider, but he's been spending a lot of time in the slope style.
Hangs out in Breckenridge a lot, rides their pipe, rides their park, also down at Snow Summit.
Fantastic upper section really so far. Nothing too technical, but that blind rail slide at the top, getting all the jibs, straight air, but stylish method straight air.
Follows that up with a nice, smooth frontside 540. A pretty solid run right now for Todd.
Yeah, he's set up switch. Switch 5. Gotta love it. Very rock solid run. And then he unloads another 5, setting himself up switch for the super spine shark fin.
Pretty similar run to what he had before. He cabs onto that shark fin there. Came off a bit early. I don't know how much it's going to affect his score.
Very nice run, though. Rock solid. Good setup tricks. He switch again.
Uncorks that cab 900. He seems pretty stoked. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that was a sweet run. I mean, the top section, got all the rails, he cleaned all the rails, and then down at the bottom, he got these sweet setup fives. So he was setting himself up switch so he could unload these cabs.
Yeah, that cab 900, he corks it out, stomps it perfect. Pretty stoked.
85.67, gonna put him into second place.
That's the man everyone's looking at, Mr. Kevin Jones, for his second run.
Competition, the idea of it isn't that lame. It's when people start taking it too seriously. We're all friends and we all ride together all the time. It's just one more chance to have fun and ride, basically. When it comes down to it, at the end of the day, you're just having fun with your friends.
There's more 2002 Winter X Games next week, so don't miss out. Still to come is Channel 5 Football Classic and football from the Argentine Clausura. But right now, we've got more extreme action with the best of 2001 X Games, featuring the top events from Love Park, Philadelphia. See you in under half an hour.